They won't stop growing. Huh. Interesting title. How are we all doing? First of all, are we all feeling good? I'm feeling very good. I noticed that a lot of YouTubers, they do these videos where like they watch like animated stories, and me being the best storyteller on the platform, you know what I mean? I figure maybe I can try someone else's story. So we're going to try this story called They Won't Stop Growing, and hopefully I don't get claimed or striked. Because I've never done this, so I don't know, but I see other people, so I'm assuming I get... Anyways, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscription button for me, young fella, young lady, old lady, old fella, whatever y'all going to do for me, tap it for me. Hold on a minute, player. Thank you guys so much for the support. You guys really have been killing it for the last month or so, every single day. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to everybody that's already liked the video. And without any further ado, let's get into this. They won't stop growing. Interesting.
Hey, I'm Blake. Like Blake Lively. And so
What's up,
when
Blake?
I was younger, I was really flat-chested.
Me
I
too.
was self-conscious about my body. And my mom said I was perfect just the way I was, but
I wasn't that self-conscious about my body growing up. And it's not even like I was really in the best shape. I mean, I was in pretty good shape. I wasn't like swole, or I wasn't that ripped. I remember there would be some kids that would be on like Facebook, and they would have 6 packs in like 7th grade, 6th grade. And I kind of wish but for the most part, yeah, I didn't really get uncomfortable with my body until I got older. Like now, right now I'm very uncomfortable with my body. And my body is not that bad, but I'm very uncomfortable with it because I feel like it's not nearly as good as some other people's. You know what I mean? So, sorry, my bad. I got wood on it. Right
to deal with being bullied all the time. Kids at school used to tease me and call me names.
Same.
Called my breasts mosquito bites.
I remember one time I got it. I'm gonna be pausing a lot, but I'm gonna like tell a story as I watch. I remember when I first came to my school in Chicago from Connecticut. When I first got there, I had this huge pimple on my nose, and I used to get made fun of a lot for having this big pimple on my nose. Man, it was rough.
Bee stings? Like, one boy even said that I was the president of the itty bitty titty committee.
That's
Nice.
hilarious.
So my friend Casey told me to try a push-up bra, but I didn't have any cleavage to push up. Instead, I decided to stuff my bra.
Okay.
Worst idea ever.
Yeah, that's not the
When I went
best
to school,
idea.
I thought the teasing would stop because I
What would
looked
you
like I
even-
had breasts. Instead, it got even worse. Everyone knew what I'd done, and then the tissue fell out of one
Oh
side.
no.
So my chest looked lopsided.
Oh man.
I was so embarrassed. I ran and locked myself in the restroom. Casey came to find me. "Don't let them get to you," she said.
Wait, why was there... Wait. Go back a second. Why is there a shower in a bath in the...
Casey
I'm
came
like,
to find
wait,
me.
what?
"Don't let them get to you," she said. But I couldn't help it. No one wanted to date a girl with no breasts. That's when Casey told me I should just get breast implants. I knew it was the only solution.
Wait, how old is she? Talking about breast implant. How old is this? What is happening? I thought she was in school.
So I decided to do it. The surgery cost $5,000.
That seems
But my
kind of
mom
low.
refused to pay, especially because I was just a teenager.
Of course.
So one night, I stole some of her jewelry.
Wow. You stole from your parents, huh? I can't relate. I've never stole from my parents before. I think we've all probably taken some money from our parents before. Yeah, let's be honest. You don't have to say anything out loud. Like if your mom or dad is around, you can lie. That's fine. But in your head, we know. It's cool. It's fine. You'll give it back. You'll pay it back. Don't worry. You'll give it back to them. You'll give it back. You borrow it. It's a borrow. It's a borrow. You know what I mean?
I sold it. I found a really good surgeon who had worked with famous people. His name was Dr. Jonas. I told him I wanted to go for the biggest size possible, but he refused. He said I didn't have enough skin tissue. So when he did the surgery, he gave me a B cup size. A B was better than nothing, but at the same time, I still wasn't happy with my breasts. I wanted more. So I wore a padded bra, and my boobs looked huge.
Not a bad idea. All right, so now you're good to go.
After the surgery, boys started giving me attention, which I wasn't used to. Life sure is different when you had big boobs. I started dating a guy named Matthew. He was really hot, tall, and handsome. I couldn't believe I was dating a guy like him.
Lit.
He said he admired my body, and he thought I was really hot, too. It wasn't long before things started getting steamy between us. We often made out in his car, and when his parents weren't home, we went to his house. But we still, didn't go all the way.
Guys, this is a family channel, all right? I make family-friendly videos. Let's take it easy on the references here, guys. You know me. I've never, you know what I mean? We don't. Whoa, hold on. I feel attacked right now.
One time, Matthew bought me expensive lingerie.
Nice.
Like red panties and a bra. The bra he got me, was like 10 sizes bigger than my actual size.
So he had never actually really...
I guess he didn't realize I was still wearing padded bras.
Yeah.
So when I put it on, the bra looked basically empty. Even when I put tissue in, I was so embarrassed. But I knew he'd accept me no matter what. After all, we really liked each other.
No.
So I went to his house wearing his gift
with just
a jacket over it, like in movies. But when he opened the door, I took the jacket off, and Matthew looked amazed. But when he started touching me, he got all confused.
Oh no, this is gonna be bad. Alright, well, your first mistake was thinking that he was gonna accept you regardless. Let me be very clear to anybody that's confused. In this type of situation, this is not every situation, but this type of situation, this situation is primarily based off of interest in the way that someone looks. So if it's based primarily off of that, and then there's something that comes up that makes the person not like the way you look as much, you're gonna run into some problems. You're gonna run into...
Why is your bra empty? He said. Did your breasts, disappear? I was so embarrassed. I told him about how flat-chested I used to be and how I'd gotten surgery, but it only helped me get a B-cup size. And then I only used padded bras, and I thought Matthew would be
having
nice
enough
about
skin
it, but
tissue really is that really a thing?
And told me he never wanted to see my face again.
Can you only actually...
What a jerk!
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
For days.
I knew that was gonna happen.
It wasn't my fault that my breasts were small. I hated Dr. Jonas for only giving me a B cup, and I began searching for a new doctor. Eventually, I found this doctor who actually seemed kind of cute. His name was Will, so I paid him a visit, and he looked even cuter in real life.
Where did she get this money? Did she just hit a lick on her family again? Where did she keep getting all of these $5,000 and then $5,000 again as a teenager? What?
A guy you'd only meet in, Prince Charming movies. But I stopped myself with going too far with my thoughts because he was my doctor after all. I explained the situation to him and how I wanted my boobs to be much bigger. He said it was no problem and he could do it for me. He explained that there was a type of implant which would help my boobs grow after the surgery. Forget double D, he said. You could be a G or an H. It would be amazing. I don't know, I said. I mean, I don't want to look stupid. Don't be silly. It would look so hot on you, said Will. And it's only a bit more expensive than standard surgery. But then I told him I didn't have the money to pay for it.
Right.
Will said it was okay. He'd do it for free if I became his girlfriend.
What? Okay.
accepted his offer immediately. I mean, who turned down a hot boyfriend and free breast implants? When I woke up from my surgery, I was in a lot of pain. More pain than with Dr. Jonas the first time. But when I looked at my chest, I couldn't believe it. My breasts were huge. Babe, you look gorgeous, said Will. We're gonna have so much fun. It was a while before I was able to be intimate with Will because my breasts were so sore, but when I felt better, he couldn't keep his hands off me. He wanted to be with me all the time, which was great at first, but after a while, I felt like it was all he wanted. Just as Will said that they would, my breasts got bigger and bigger, but there was nothing natural about them. My right breast was bigger than the left, and I looked stupid. Will didn't care. He just wanted to fool around more.
Why would you do all of this stuff without your parents? I guess you couldn't do it with your parents the first time because you stole the money from them, right? This seems like something you would want to... Oh, no.
It was the last thing I felt like doing.
Are they going to explode?
My breasts were so big, it was really uncomfortable.
Is she gonna fly
my
away?
My left breast got really sore. It was bright red and it hurt. I asked Will to check up on me in his clinic, and he told me I had an infection, but that it was totally normal. He said it was a common side effect with this type of implant.
Bro, you gotta mention the side effects.
And all I needed was some antibiotics and I'd be fine. When I asked him what I could do about my breasts being different sizes, he offered to give one massage to encourage one breast to grow. I said no. I took the antibiotics he gave me though, and it helped the infection go away. But
That's good cap. That's good cap, Will.
My breasts kept getting bigger, and I got another infection. I decided to go see Jonas instead of Dr. Will. When he saw my breasts, he frowned and shook his head. This isn't good, Blake, he said. These implants are banned, and for a good reason. They're really dangerous. I wish you'd come back to tell me if you wanted another augmentation. I burst into tears. Can you help me? I said. Dr. Jonas said that he could get my breasts back to the same size by removing the serum from my larger breast, because he advised me to get the implants removed completely because they were so dangerous.
It sounds like it's going to leave a lot of scars.
Dr. Will would be angry if I got the implants removed, but I did make an appointment with Dr. Jonas to remove some of the serum to make my breasts smaller and the same size. Will wasn't happy when he saw what I'd done. I did a lot of work on those implants, he said. It cost me a lot of money. I don't want to be with a girl with small breasts. Small? My breasts were a size J. Anyway, said Will, I got a surprise for you. I've been talking to a producer friend of mine, and he was interested in having you audition for one of his movies. He won't want to talk to you if your breasts are too small, though. Why do I need big boobs for a movie? I asked. Then I realized what kind of movie he was talking about. I don't want to be an adult star,
what is happening?
I yelled. Will and I split up, but I still have problems with my supersized breasts.
Will, what is what? Will is a very sleazy. You gotta watch Will. He look like he's slimy. He looks slimy. Will's a little slimy. Talking about a movie role. What type of movie is? I didn't even think he was talking about that type of movie when he said it. I think he's actually talking about a movie. Will, you sly dog, you.
Money. I couldn't afford to get the implants removed. I kept getting infections and I was always sick. And now I've been told if I don't get the implants taken out, I could die at any time from an infection. Will did such a bad job. The only way to get rid of them is if I have my breasts removed. But I can't say yes to that.
What do you mean? Do you want to die?
I find a way to make money.
You have to say yes.
Every job I applied to rejected me because of the way I looked. I mean, I was carrying 100 pounds worth of breasts in my bra. Of course, no one would accept me for a normal job. At last, I got hired as a waitress at a nearby restaurant. I was so happy to start working, but it wasn't long before I discovered that this job was going to be really hard. Whenever I took orders from customers, they just stared at my boobs, even the women. It was so embarrassing. I mean, I bet no one even knew what my face looked like. And when I brought food to the tables, I was always dropping things on the floor because my breasts kept getting in the way.
She didn't think this through good enough. She's complaining about people looking at her boobs, but she wanted big boobs. Like, Knock, knock. Hello. Do you not understand that having is going to lead to...
Hey, one day, I dropped a plate and it broke. One of the pieces scratched a customer and his hands started bleeding. I was fired that day. I went home crying. I didn't know what to do without that job. But a week later, my boss called and said most of the customers stopped coming to the restaurant because I wasn't there. He asked me to come back and work as a hostess. He was going to pay me a salary of $7,000 a month. And I just had to sit near the restaurant and drink and greet customers, basically. Awesome. Now I'm
joints is jointing
around where I live. People come and take pictures with me all the time. And a few months ago, some agent came up to me and said that he wanted to sign me and make me even more famous. And I said yes right away. The first thing they did was open an Instagram account for me, and I posted steamy pictures daily. I thought people thought that I'd looked weird, but I was surprised to get so many comments from fans who thought I was pretty and even hot. So one guy named Oren DM'd me. He was a bodybuilder, and he wanted us to go out. He looked pretty cute in his photos, but when we met, I was surprised to see he was super short. He was like 5 feet, 5'1", but I didn't care. He was such a gentleman. So we started dating, even though sometimes I couldn't see him when he stood next to me because of my huge breasts. But we fell in love, and now people call us the weirdest couple in town. Did you like my story? If you want to see more videos...
Wait. But I thought she had to get them removed or she was going to die. So she just said, forget it, I'm going to YOLO it and not... I'm just gonna look death in the eye and see I can take you and just... Okay. That was a very interesting story. You guys can leave your comments below. And the moral of that story, kids, is... You have to find some sense of security with your own body. You know what I mean? Because insecurities can bring even more stress. We're all insecure about certain things, but you still need a sense of security, you know what I mean, in yourself. I guess, if I could come up with anything to try and grab out of that video. Well, if I'm gonna be honest, shout out to her for getting them things were staying. They were staying, so I mean, shout out to her for thanging them thing. You know what I mean? I do like a nice. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. This is a family channel. Anyways, that's gonna do it. If you enjoyed this type of video, please drop a like. I won't even say how many likes to get. I'll let you guys just like it, and that'll let me know if I should do another one of these or if I shouldn't. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Subscribe if you're new. I try and do this every day, you know what I mean, as often as I can. And until next time, man, I'm out of here. You guys take it easy. Everybody stay happy. Stay happy. I love y'all. Okay, bye.